What the heck was that?
I don't know. Well, what was that?
The color's still a little red.
Better than it was.
Yeah, it's better than it was. I think we need more powerful lights around the sides.
We can turn them up
Yeah, but they like it goes from not bright enough to
to
too
too bright.
bright in one click.
Yeah, that it
They
does.
were very affordable lights, but it does. It's still. I'm also probably still a little sunburnt. Am I still a little sunburnt?
A little bit.
A little bit.
You have like the red light coming off the side back here.
Yeah. My tummy's all messed up, sunburnt. It was a great time.
We had a super fun time camping.
No, it was fun.
It was so
I'm
great.
not gonna say it wasn't. It definitely was.
Yeah, we had a great time.
But if you were looking for us yesterday, I apologize that we were not here. We didn't. As fun as much fun as we had, we did not sleep.
Like at all.
So we came home yesterday with the intentions of like taking a nap and then recording, but we didn't wake up till about 5:30, and then we didn't move until about 11.
Yeah,
So
we just
we
sat and hung out
yeah,
all day and slept off and on. So
but we're here now, so we
feel
made
much
it.
better today.
I feel my stomach's still a little, but other than that,
Maybe all the s'mores and hot dogs we had.
dude, and I've been on like this extreme diet for the last 2 months,
I know.
and like I tried to like act like I wasn't, and now I'm paying the price, but it's whatever. I'll be fine.
It was delicious.
Yeah,
Everything
it
was
was really
super
good.
good.
It was really good. We did get a new memory card, so hopefully everything goes smooth now.
Hmm.
I don't know what happened to the other one. I'm not smart enough for all that. I have no idea.
Yeah, we just got a new one.
But if you guys are interested in our camping trip, I did post a little video on the page, on the channel, not the page, the channel, because this is YouTube, not Facebook. Yeah, it was really nice. It was our first camping trip. It was like camping light, honestly.
Hmm.
Because the kids had never been. So it was a good time. Went a lot smoother than I thought. The only problem we had is we had people with dogs on both sides of us, and then there was a dude who I think he was having like a psychotic break in the middle of the night or something. I don't know.
In the middle of a campground
Yeah,
in the pitch black,
it was.
literally the next spot over from us.
I had to sleep with my. I don't know what I'm allowed to say on
Pew pew.
YouTube. Yeah, I had to sleep with my thing next to me all night, and I barely slept. The burdens of manhood. We had some laughs though. The baby was crying in the middle of the night,
Yeah, oh yeah.
and Megan turned on rain sounds that sounded like a broken shower. So I had made a joke about it sounds like somebody's trying to strangle a baby in a shower.
We had a really, really good, like 5 minute long laugh about that
Yeah.
in the middle of the night, not trying to wake the kids up. But we had a great time. It went way better than we thought it would with the kids.
Yeah. Well, our
Um,
kids are notoriously afraid of everything.
yes, that they are.
So that's what we expected. And everybody was good. We
Yeah,
even told ghost stories by the campfire.
we had a great time.
Yeah, it
It
was
was so
good.
much fun. We learned a lot for
It was
next
definitely
time.
nice.
They want to go back. I'm down. I got the camping.
I need somebody to back me up. I told Megan sleeping on an air mattress is not camping. That's glamping. Because when I was a kid, we slept in sleeping bags on the ground.
Okay, whatever the case may be,
Not
it
a
was nice.
not a real camper over here. Actually, I feel like I look pretty good today, honestly.
You look
You
good
look
every
good.
day.
No, shut up.
You look good every
Stop it.
day.
Stop
You
pinching
look
my
so
neck
good
fat.
on our anniversary.
Yeah, today's our anniversary.
That it is.
Yay.
11 years married.
11 years. Guess what we're doing? If anybody comes in, I'll give you any guess you want. You'll never guess what we're doing today. Nothing. We're doing nothing today.
And I'm down.
Yeah,
I gotta go back to work tomorrow.
we're broke Americans. This is what we do for
Yeah.
our special occasions. We do nothing. That's fine.
Last
We're
day of
doing
my
this.
little mini vacay.
Yep. We're gonna play video games for our anniversary. Woohoo!
And make BLTs.
Make BLTs.
I'm super excited. That sounds delicious.
Yep. It'll be a little while before we do that though. Probably about 8 o'clock. Yeah.
What? I gotta go bed at 9.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna eat them all myself.
No. No, no, no.
So we'll do the normal. We'll give it a few minutes if anybody comes in. If not, I mean, I'm honestly not expecting too many people to show up. We're here on a Saturday. We never are. We're just doing this to make up. I didn't feel right about pushing yet another episode till Monday when we didn't have to. So
Yeah.
as long as I hit record and it doesn't start being weird again, we will get through this episode. And no crashes either, because that was a thing.
That was a lot. That was a lot.
Last week was just it was a week, man,
It
for
was
doing
fun.
this.
Not really. It wasn't.
We just had all the problems last week. It was crazy.
Hmm.
I'd rather them all go at once, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that way we're not having this problem persist.
Continuously.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, you know what? I say it, and let's just do this. Let's just do
Let's
this
do it.
episode. Okay. Okay. Here we go. I'm so scared to hit this record button.
Hey, everybody, and welcome back to For the Booze.
For the
Booze.
booze. We went camping. It was fun, but today we are recording on our anniversary, our
That's right.
11 years of being married. Joyous, wonderful years of
You know what?
being
You always say
married.
things like that, but I married my best friend, and I wouldn't
I
change that
married
for the
mine
world.
too. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't stay with you if I didn't like you.
Mm-hmm.
I like some of the things you do, that's for sure.
Hey,
But anyways, we are back. We are going to we already actually we've tried to record this episode twice already.
yes, yes, we have.
We had to get a new memory card, so we're just going to give it the old college try here. This was actually a listener suggestion that was emailed in by somebody named Chandler. I'm sorry, I don't know your last name, but
Yay! Thank you, Chandler.
yeah. So Chandler just wanted us to check out a place called the Peyton Randolph House.
Ooh, super
Never,
cool.
never heard of it.
No.
But seems to have a lot of pretty interesting history. It's in man, I don't remember now because I wrote this a week ago. I think it's in Virginia, if I'm not mistaken. I can look. I have the stuff to do it.
Yes,
It
Virginia.
is. It's in Williamsburg. Um, we could honestly do a whole show on the area that this is in because there's a lot of supposedly haunted stuff
Oh,
around here. There's a lot of other really haunted places around
okay.
this area. But you could actually cover this as a place in its entirety by itself.
Like the town, you mean?
No, the district, because it's in
Oh,
Williamsburg, but it's in what they call the colonial district.
okay.
It's like old, super old America
Mm-hmm.
is what it is. But it seems interesting. Now I got the hiccups, dude. This
Sorry.
was God. Before we came on, this was Megan. Now this is me.
Yeah. Oh, I had hiccups so bad.
But it was very interesting. I was able to find a decent amount of stuff. People go here. It's got some mixed reviews about it, but not necessarily when it comes to like how haunted it is.
Okay.
It's more like, people just being people on the internet, honestly.
Gotcha.
You
That
can't
makes
you can't
sense.
make everyone happy. Oh, don't we know we're here?
Yes. Yes, we are.
But yeah, so I have high hopes for this one. This isn't a place that I knew about prior to doing this, and I
Yeah, I've
know
never heard of this place.
I didn't think you did. It's got a long history because it is, in that original part of America,
Mm-hmm.
not the original where I'm from, but pretty close, pretty
Wow.
close, pretty close. I'm rad. What do you want from me? Well, let's get into this. So today we're going to step into the shadowed corridors of one of America's most storied and, of course, most haunted homes, the Peyton Randolph House, nestled in the heart of the Colonial District in Williamsburg, Virginia.
Okay.
Now, before Williamsburg rose from Virginia's tidewater clay, this land was teeming with life and history far older than the city itself. For thousands of years, the area was home to indigenous people, including the Powhatan Confederacy, who called this place home. The forest, creeks, and meadows provided ample game, fish, and fertile earth for communities whose oral histories, traditions, and sacred sites are woven into the very soil beneath Williamsburg's brick and cobblestone.
Mm,
It's
fancy.
it's very old.
Yeah.
It's very old. The archaeological finds in the region reveal tools, pottery, and remnants of settlements dating back centuries before English colonists even arrived.
Wow.
The land was and remains deeply spiritual, with many Native American communities viewing these grounds as places of both everyday sustenance and ritual significance. It was only after 1607, with the arrival of English colonists at nearby Jamestown, that the landscape's destiny began to shift, eventually giving rise to what would become Williamsburg at the turn of the 18th century.
Wow. Super cool.
A lot of
1600s.
Yeah, yeah. Well, 'cause, these original places, these original colonies, they go way back,
Yeah, for
way
sure.
back. This is the birth of America.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Located in southeastern Virginia, Williamsburg is a city steeped in American history with a current population of just over 15,000 residents. Not that big,
No, it's
not
actually
very
quite a
big.
small town.
We
Yeah.
live in a small town twice as big as that,
Yeah.
and this is a small
And it
town.
is a small town.
Founded in 1632, Williamsburg became the capital of the Virginia colony in 1699 and served as an epicenter for revolutionary thought and action. Today, it forms part of its historic triangle with Jamestown and Yorktown, attracting more than 1 million visitors annually. So even though they have
Dang.
a small population, they get a lot of yeah,
Tourists.
a lot of
Yeah.
tourism here, but it's for the historical aspect, right? Any place that has a lot of history tends to get a lot of tourism. It's like that, like Boston is. It's so busy,
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah,
and it's
absolutely.
because you can go visit historic sites. I'm going to be honest, even though I'm, proudly from there, that area,
The Boston area, that is.
Boston's kind of a shithole. I mean, there's nice parts. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
A lot of cool history, but for the most part, it's kind of crap.
Mm.
Not gonna lie.
We just drove by it. I didn't get to visit actual Boston, but I don't know.
Lucky you. I mean,
I
there's
want to go just to say I've been. It's almost
well,
like New York. Like nobody likes going to New
New
York. It's a
York
lot. It's too
is
much.
New
Like there's
York
too
is
many people.
even worse.
But like I want to say I've been just to say I've been. You know what I'm
I
saying?
I I I don't have a problem with New Yorkers by any means. But I do hate New York with every fiber of my being.
I know you
It is so jam packed. It is the most uncomfortable you're ever going to be.
do. But I want to go just to say I've been.
You'll be there for 5 minutes and you'll be like, I changed my mind.
Okay, cool, but I've been,
I
right?
don't know why,
And
dude.
then I'll be like, take me to the outskirts where it's like country.
You Southern girls, you just want to get up there so bad, but you just don't know what you're asking for. It's like saying you never had COVID and then getting it and being like, I don't want it.
Ugh, I don't want it. That shit
Yeah,
is terrible.
exactly. I'm trying to save you, but sometimes you just can't save people. The city is renowned for Colonial Williamsburg, the world's largest living history museum, where over 300 acres feature meticulously restored and reconstructed buildings, cobblestone streets, and costume interpreters who bring the 18th century to life.
That's cool.
Now, Williamsburg's legacy as a center of education endures as well. It is home to the College of William and Mary, the second oldest higher education institution in the United States, founded in 1693.
Wow.
That's an old college.
It sure is.
With
1693.
yeah,
Wow.
that's what is that? That's like 250 years old, something
It's
like that.
too many for me to count right off the top of my head.
Might
Yes.
even be longer than that. Bad at math. I'm getting- With its blend of preserved history, thriving tourism, and deep colonial roots, Williamsburg stands as a gateway to America's past, making it the perfect setting for our journey into the paranormal.
Mm,
Settle in as we wander through creaking hallways, sift through century old secrets, and listen for the whispers that refuse to fade. Is the Peyton Randolph House truly one of the most haunted places in America, or are its ghostly legends merely echoes of its rich colonial past? So we come across this a lot. I hate to say, there's always a lot of claims that everything is the most haunted.
ugh, so many times we've
And
come across
I
that.
don't
So
think
many.
we've come across the most haunted
The
yet.
most. Yeah,
I
no.
don't know.
I don't know either.
Now, before we enter the house, let's paint the scene. Okay, Williamsburg, Virginia, once the bustling colonial capital, is today a meticulously preserved living museum. Horse drawn carriages clatter along cobbled streets, interpreters in period attire reenact daily life, and historic buildings line the landscape. Among these, the Peyton Randolph House stands out, not just for its handsome Georgian brickwork, but for the stories that seem to linger like mist around its eaves.
Mm, spooky.
Now, built initially around 1715, the Peyton Randolph House is one of the oldest original structures in Williamsburg and a prime example of Georgian architecture. The house's construction was commissioned by William Robertson, and it later passed to Sir John Randolph, Peyton Randolph's father, one of the wealthiest men in colonial Virginia. After Sir John's death, Peyton Randolph inherited the property, transforming it into a hub of political and social activity. You hear a lot more about that from places back in the day because politics and social activity and stuff isn't wasn't like it is now.
Right.
It was more like a high society thing,
Oh,
where
absolutely.
now it's something literally if you have the internet, literally everybody fights about it.
Hmm.
So it was kind of like a sign of wealth and respect if your home became a hub of political and social activity.
It's like the two worlds collided back then, and now it's two totally separate things.
Yeah, that's actually pretty true.
Yeah.
Because now social activists would have nothing to do with any political hubs.
Right.
Now, over the years, the house underwent several expansions, including the joining of two separate buildings into the current configuration during the 18th century. The property remained in the Randolph family for generations and played host to key figures in American history, including Thomas Jefferson and even George Washington. During the Revolutionary War, the house served as a meeting place for Patriot leaders and was even used as a makeshift hospital during its time of crisis. Today, the Peyton Randolph House is recognized as a National Historic Landmark, preserved as part of colonial Williamsburg. Its rich history, architectural significance, and myriad of stories, both factual and folkloric, combine to make it a central figure in Williamsburg's enduring legacy. The pluralized Williamsburg is really throwing me off. There's too much S at the end. Williamsburg's
Williamsburg's
is
is
it's really
yeah, it's a lot.
screwing with me, man. Every time I look at it, I mess it up. Constructed around 1715 and expanded over the decades, the Peyton Randolph House is named after its most notable occupant, Peyton Randolph, a highly respected statesman and the first president of the Continental Congress.
Hmm.
Now, the house served as the local social and political center of Williamsburg, hosting influential gatherings and, as many believe, quietly collecting the residual energy of every joy, sorrow, and tragedy within its walls.
We say it all the time.
That's
The
just how it
energy
is.
that's left behind.
I mean, that's what I would believe would cause something. Its elegant red brick facade bellies a darker history, one that includes not only political intrigue, but the struggles of enslaved people, epidemics, and ultimately deaths. The house itself is a composite of two main structures joined together in the 18th century with sprawling rooms, shadowed staircases, and secretive nooks,
Hmm.
an ideal stage for the supernatural.
Secretive nooks. I like that. I like it when like older houses have like
I
secret
feel like they
rooms
all
and
do,
stuff like
though.
that. It's so cool.
It seems like every historic house we talk about has some kind of like secret passageways, underground tunnels, and literal bookcases that swing out and
And go
expose
to open
rooms.
rooms. Yeah. It's so cool. I would absolutely, we say it all the time that we'd love to get
Visit
like a
these
super
places.
old house
Oh yeah, yeah.
and like
I,
restore it and live in it.
I want the house over by Salem Pond.
Oh my God, the house is amazing.
That's the house I want. If I could get into that house, I would never leave.
Oh,
It
I'd
look,
want to like just at least go inside and
it
look
look, it
around because it's
honestly,
so cool.
it looks like if you were to put the Adams family into a house, that's what I would. That's what you would envision.
I don't know. I see it more like in the background of a Halloween movie
Mm.
kind of thing. You know what I mean?
But you can't tell me that if you put the Adams family or even the Munsters in that house, it would look out of place.
What do you mean? It would look out of place?
Yeah, oh boy, let me break this down for you, Blondie. If those families lived in that house, would it seem wrong?
No,
So it wouldn't seem out of place.
you worded that weird.
Good job. I worded that weird. How did I word it weird?
Anyways,
Oh man. So why does the Peyton Randolph house hold such a reputation for hauntings? Over centuries, visitors, caretakers, and even residents have recounted a litany of eerie encounters, cold spots, disembodied voices, shadowy figures, and even, some say, physical touches from unseen hands. So let's delve into a few of the most persistent tales.
Okay.
Okay, there's the lady in the blue dress, and according to legend, a woman dressed in colonial finery has been seen gliding through the upper halls, her face streaked with spectral tears, and some believe she mourns a lost love or perhaps a child taken by illness.
Oh, it's
So,
a blue dress lady instead of a white
but
lady
it's
or a
the
gray lady.
it's the insert whatever color you want
This
ghost
is true.
lady.
Yeah,
It's everywhere.
this is true.
I swear, every haunted location has some version of this.
Of course.
It just never stops. The cries of children. Now, guests and guides alike have reported the unmistakable sound of children laughing or sometimes sobbing in empty rooms. Could these be echoes of those who once lived and died here, or a psychic imprint left by generations of young lives touched by the house's history?
Mm,
The
interesting.
There's also the enslaved spirits. Now, the Peyton Randolph house, like many grand homes of its era, was not only the residence of the elite, but also a site of deep suffering. Paranormal investigators often speak of unsettling sensations in the basement and former work areas, in cold drafts, chains rattling,
Mm,
and fleeting shadows. These may be the restless spirits of those who toiled and endured unimaginable hardship on these grounds. I
I
feel like
I could only imagine what
I,
people back then would have gone through working in a home like that.
I feel like most of these homes, yeah, I took your toy away because you're not paying
I
attention.
am paying attention.
If there was ever a thing that was going to cause paranormal, out of anything we've ever discussed on this show, homes that had slavery would be the one thing.
Absolutely.
Because those are people that were held against their will, who were made to do things, they were sold, they were used, they were abused, and they had no say in any of this. And they would
Mhm.
die on these properties and they would procreate to make generations of people who would go through the exact same thing. So you have this is when people say generational trauma, this is generational trauma.
100%.
Right. So if there's ever a case to be made about spirits being left behind, to me it would be the spirits of slaves.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Especially in the years where like slavery was very prominent.
Well, what other years would they be?
But you know what I mean. It has to end after some generations, is what I'm
Well,
saying.
yeah, I mean, once slavery ends, but I'm just talking about these old houses that had slaves, right? Because it was the only generations that had slaves.
And then like I said earlier, I could only imagine like what these people went through. Like we only know.
Well, unfortunately, we do know, and it's not good. Beatings, um, assaults of a really bad nature. People were impregnating them and then making them whisk their babies off to become slaves. It's
Mhm.
freaking nuts, man.
It's crazy.
Now, the cursed room. One bedroom in particular is said to harbor a heavy, oppressive atmosphere. Guests have reported walking to find themselves unable to even move, as if pinned by invisible hands. And some claim the room is cursed, and others believe it is a focal point for energies drawn from centuries of grief and longing.
Hmm. Interesting.
So, I mean, that's your typical you feel oppressed in this house.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
You know, while legends and lore bring the Peyton Randolph house to life, it is the deeply personal stories of those who have crossed its threshold that truly send chills down the spine. Now, here are accounts from guests, guides, and investigators who have actually felt the house's spectral embrace firsthand.
Mm.
The touch on my shoulder. This is a guide's experience. One longtime guide recounts leading a tour through the dimly lit halls one evening, and as she paused to share the history of the house, she distinctly felt the pressure of a hand resting gently but firmly on her shoulder. And turning, she found only empty air. Whoever it was, she remembers, wanted me to know that they were still listening.
Oh, no, thank you. Be like, can you move that, please?
I feel like guides would be an easy target too, because like We just said this recently. Like, if a ghost is the leftovers of a human spirit, then we expect human things from them, and these would be the people that they're going to be used to seeing all the time.
Yeah, they're always there, they're in and out, but they're a
Exactly,
constant. And whereas, like, the people attending the tour are just ever changing.
exactly, exactly. So
Yeah.
it's almost like they could be viewed as like the new family in the house or
Yeah.
something.
Oh, of course.
Now, this one is known as the unseen child, and this is an encounter from a family. Now, family touring the house with their young son were surprised when he began carrying on a conversation with somebody invisible at the top of the stairs.
Mm-mm.
Then, when asked who he was talking to, the boy replied, "The little girl in the white dress. She wants to play." There were, of course, no other children present.
Nope. 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 Nope.
I think kids are susceptible to seeing more stuff than
Oh,
we are.
very. Absolutely.
Now, a paranormal investigator tells a tale. During an overnight stay, a seasoned investigator was startled awake at 3 a.m. by the feeling of being watched. Looking up, they saw a dark, human shaped shadow lingering near the window, unmoving even as the investigator called out. Only when they turned on a flashlight did the shadow vanish without a trace.
Mm,
No, I would chalk that one
creepy.
up as it could be shadows.
Absolutely. Like you get those weird casted shadows from like
Yeah.
random things around the
And if
room
you turn
that
a
make it
flashlight on,
look
it
like
goes away.
something else. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now, a guest had a reaction. Many visitors report encountering sharp, inexplicable drops in the temperature, particularly near the notorious bedroom. Now, one guest described entering the room and feeling as though they'd stepped into a freezer, their breath pluming in the air, while the rest of the house remained warm and comfortable.
Mm.
That sounds like some exorcist stuff.
That does sound creepy. It
I like
sounds
that
kind of
one.
like our encounter we had at the lighthouse, just
Yeah,
not
yeah.
as extreme.
Yeah, I mean, we couldn't see our breath in front of us, but
Right. But there was absolutely
it was
a weird cold spot.
yeah, it was definitely temperature drop.
Yeah.
Now, even newlyweds aren't going to get away from this.
Uh-oh.
Perhaps the most haunting of all is a pair of newlyweds participating in a historical sleepover described awakening in the dead of night to the soft strains of a lullaby sung in a voice neither recognized.
Absolutely not.
There was no source for the sound, and the room itself was completely empty. Disturbed and unable to sleep, they left the house before dawn.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Just like a creepy lullaby.
I don't know. It sounds
Just ugh.
thank you and just go to sleep.
Oh, no, no,
Could have used that lullaby the other night.
no.
There are but a few of many personal accounts that lend texture and immediacy to the Peyton Randolph's house's haunted reputation. Whether skeptic or believer, it's hard to deny the power of these experiences, shared by people from all walks of life children and adults, visitors and locals, skeptics, and even seasoned ghost hunters alike.
Mm, wow.
Now, this is where it's going to get a little interesting, though. Now, beyond formal investigation, locals in Williamsburg have their own tales to share. Some recall seeing ghostly faces peering from the upstairs windows as they pass by on foggy nights. Others speak of pets, particularly dogs, who refuse to enter the threshold, barking and whining at seemingly empty spaces.
Mm,
Time and time again, guests describe the sense of being watched, the feeling that something unseen lingers behind them, and the certainty that the Peyton Randolph house guards its secrets jealously. Ugh. Yep, having a hard time. In one story, a newlywed couple staying overnight as part of a special program fled the house in the middle of the night, claiming they both woke to the sound of someone singing a lullaby in their bed, only to find the room empty and the air icy cold. There's a lot of talks of like hauntings, but then a lot of it being folklore.
um, I get it. And we've had a few episodes that were like that, that were just very folklory. This
This is one of them.
doesn't feel that way to me, though.
It depends on who you talk to,
Okay.
because people from the outside seem to go in and have a lot of paranormal experiences where I believe the locals more or less tell these tales as more of a folklore or like urban legend type stuff.
Okay.
It just depends on where you fall on the belief scale.
Hmm.
I don't know. But what's the fact and what's the legend? Well, the Peyton Randolph house has certainly seen its share of tragedy. Several deaths have been documented here. Randolph himself passed away in 1775, and members of his family succumbed to illness in the centuries that followed. The house also witnessed the turmoil of the Revolutionary War, and like much of Williamsburg, it was touched by the suffering of enslaved men, women, and, of course, children. It's believed that the emotional weight of this layered history lingers in the air. Whether one credits the supernatural or not, there's no doubt that the Peyton Randolph House is a powerful symbol of America's complex past where pride, pain, and persistence coexist in stillness.
Ooh.
But what is it about places like the Peyton Randolph House that compels us to seek out ghostly encounters? Is it the thrill of the unknown, the hope of connecting with history on a visceral level, or perhaps the desire to honor those who came before by remembering their stories? To stand in these shadowed rooms is to feel the pulse of centuries, a reminder that the past is never truly gone, merely waiting to be heard. In telling these stories, we don't just chase chills. We keep alive the memories of those who have walked these halls long before us. But what do visitors of the house have to say about it? Well, we of course took to the internet to find out. So that's about all the stuff I could find about
Okay.
the house.
All
We're
right.
going to get into some of the actual, these are everyday people. These are people who went there on vacation
Mm-hmm.
and decided to go check it out. Um, and I'm going to talk about something else at the end.
All right.
Now, someone named Thinking Wanderer on TripAdvisor.com back in May 2016 had this to say. Gary was the tour leader as we met by the Kinball Theater. I don't know what that is. We didn't cover that yet.
Mm-mm.
He gave us a brief intro, and then we began a 1.5 hour walk through colonial Williamsburg and relived the historical past with stories and anecdotes passing actual sites. We had done the sophistical tour earlier that day, and the ghost tour added context and depth. Seriously creepy paranormal incidents have occurred. Gary made them come alive. The only reason I added that is because it was listed under the house, not
Okay.
just Colonial Williamsburg. So I just assume
Okay.
they had an experience there.
Okay.
I'm not
I
sure
mean,
though.
could be a little more specific there, wandering traveler.
Yeah, go ahead and read Chila.
Chi is that what that's a chilalo?
No, it's Chila Zero.
Oh, that's not what it looks like. In August of 2016 says Gary was our tour guide. He did a great job interacting with us, thoroughly explaining all of the different ghosts attached to each site, house, or church. We took the extended tour, and as we passed the Kimball Theater, I felt a hand brush my shoulder, but no one was there. My sons were on either side of me, but neither one touched my shoulder. All I can say is I felt a presence, and I believe it was a ghost. I never told Gary or his wife because I had to verify with my kids that they weren't the ones who touched me. Now, I am most certain I had a paranormal encounter.
I don't know if you're noticing, but there's a trend happening here.
Yeah, I definitely see it.
Yet another individual named Kristen O on TripAdvisor.com, all the way back in September of 2014, said, go ahead and read Kristen's.
We just recently took the ultimate tour, which was the best decision we made this weekend. A full moon, spectacular storytelling, and outstanding attention to detail made the most impeccable ghost tour ever. Our guides, Paige and Chris, were very professional, knowledgeable, and interactive with the tour, and we would highly recommend them anytime. During the tour, we even felt a paranormal presence, at least twice, which made it even more amazingly special with our guide Paige and Chris right there alongside us. Definitely a must for those eager or curious about supernatural at Colonial Williamsburg. Definitely will be revisiting again.
Told you that Williamsburg is trip you up when you're
It is
reading it.
Williamsburg.
And one last review from someone named Doug and Jana M on TripAdvisor.com back in April 2014 said this. Now, we recently took this tour and had a great experience. We have tried all of the ghost tours in the area, and this is by far the best tour yet. Lots of locations were covered. We experienced several paranormal happenings while on the tour. exactly as our guide described. We really enjoyed this tour and recommend taking the extended tour. We will definitely be taking this tour again. Tour and the tour on the tour with the tour
And the
and the
tour
tour
and
and
the
the tour
tour.
and the tour.
Tour.
Jeez, man. What did you notice about that?
Um, the Kimball Theater.
Okay, that's not the trend. I mean, that is a trend. That's not the one I'm talking about. None of them are specifically about the house.
Right.
They're all about a tour that they went
Being
on.
on the tour and in the colonial downtown area,
Yeah.
mainly, not specifically the house.
There's no specification when it comes to the Peyton Randolph house as being
Hmm.
haunted. People clearly have encounters of some kind walking through the colonial district,
Right.
but even though like these all came from underneath the reviews of the Peyton Randolph house, but nobody
Interesting.
specifically names the house. As a matter of fact, the reviews that I found that did specifically name drop the Peyton Randolph house didn't have an experience.
No paranormal stuff.
No.
Interesting.
And the
Okay.
reviews are super mixed.
Oh,
You have like a lot of people who are like, this place is amazing, but then you have a lot of places that are like, don't waste your time. It's just a house.
oh, okay.
I mean, if you're only there for paranormal, like, I guess I get it, but what about the history? I
Right.
mean, this is like a freaking old house, man.
I mean, I personally love visiting like historical places,
Yeah.
paranormal or not, adjacent. But
I
I
mean,
don't know. I guess it's just not some
if
people's
I
cup
had
of
to do
tea, I
another
guess.
podcast all by myself, it would be a history podcast
Oh, I know it
because
would
I
be.
love the history.
I know you do.
I think it's very interesting to see how things and places and people and whatever have how we've all gotten to this point in life.
Hmm. Absolutely.
And I just feel like even if you go there for the paranormal and nothing happens, just enjoy the history that happens while you're there.
Hmm.
I don't understand people who get mad that because they go to a location and it's not what you wanted it to be. It was never built for you, for one. Okay, they
Obviously.
didn't change anything before you came, so I don't know why
Right.
you're upset about it.
Yeah,
And whether you go or not, they could probably care less. You know,
absolutely.
it's on the National Historic Register for a reason. They don't need you to show up for this thing to stay,
No, not at all.
but they open their doors so you can go experience this. So if you want to be pissy about it, then just don't go.
Yeah,
If there's a
absolutely.
chance you're gonna be like, oh, this isn't what I wanted, then don't go.
But yeah, it's just a house.
It
It is
is,
just a
yeah.
house, but all the history behind it is
It
what makes it special.
and mystery
The
behind it
history
all.
and mystery behind it all. That's right.
You got to tag that, you got to go with that. But yeah, so I mean, people are just super on the fence about how they actually feel about it, but I feel like that's every place we
I was
cover.
just gonna say that.
I mean, there's a few we've covered where it is just an outstanding amount of people who love it.
Yeah.
And then
Oh
there's
yeah.
others that we've covered that are just like nobody likes it, even though they get what they want out of it. Dude, you cannot make anybody happy.
Nope.
It is insane. So, is the Peyton Randolph house truly haunted? Well, perhaps the spirits reside not beneath the floorboards or behind the wainscoting, but within the power of the story itself. The ability of a place to imprint itself on our imagination and to linger in our dreams. If you ever find yourself in Williamsburg Colonial District, pause a moment before the stately red brick facade. Listen to the wind rustling the ancient trees. Feel the hush of the history settling around you. And remember, some stories, like some spirits, are simply too powerful to ever fade away.
Ooh, spooky.
And that's the story of the Peyton Randolph
Cool.
house.
I've never heard of this place. That was very interesting.
It is interesting. I feel like when I was looking into this though, I feel like the district itself has a bigger story,
Yeah, absolutely.
which is
I was
why
definitely getting that.
we'll be talking about the colonial district on Wednesday or
Oh.
Thursday. I got to stop doing that. I got to stop doing that on Thursday. Yeah, we're gonna do an episode on the colonial district
Okay.
because I honestly the first time I started looking all this up to do this one, I messed up and just started looking up the colonial district and I was like, oh my god, there's so much stuff here. And I was like, oh wait, no, that's not what he's asking me to cover. He wants the Peyton Randolph
The
house. So
actual Peyton
I had
Randolph
to go
house.
back.
Yeah.
So I was like, next one, we're gonna talk about the whole district.
Super cool.
Because maybe we can just kind of get like an overview of all the stuff on the property.
Okay. Yeah. No, I love that.
I see how you look at me. I like having a camera now. Look at me all like you like me.
I do.
Sucker. 11 years.
So what do you think? We
Whoa, whoa,
we
whoa.
wait. on a is it real?
Oh.
Because if we are doing an episode on where this place lies and everything around it,
But
or
our
but
our opinion could be different as for the
this is
area
true.
versus just one
This
location.
is true. Okay.
But we could wait to just even answer about this one location and ball it in with next week.
Or I think Chandler might want us to do that
I,
on his suggestion.
I mean, he didn't. What? Oh, whether it's real or not?
Yeah. I mean, it is kind of our shtick, you know?
Yeah, I know. Well, Megan, what do you think about the Peyton Randolph house? Do you think it's really haunted, or do you think it's just a bunch of stories?
Are you going to do the thing in the thing?
What do you think? Look, I'm a little out of practice
I
with
know.
this,
I see
and
that. Good
I'm
job.
recovering from the weekend.
I know. I'm
I was
trying
wondering
to.
what you were pointing at.
The buttons for the thing of the
You have
thing.
4 years. I messed it up once. Give me a break.
I don't think this place is haunted. I feel like next week we may feel a little differently, but I feel like the area and not specifically this house may have something going on.
But let me ask you a question before
Hmm.
you go further.
Okay.
If you would believe the land to be haunted, wouldn't that ultimately make this place also haunted?
Do I think this place specifically has its own ghosts?
I mean, this is your answer. I'm just asking a question.
No.
Okay.
I feel like, given the little bit that we do know of the area, I think things may travel around to multiple different places.
Okay.
So I don't think that this place has any specifics to it. Could I be wrong? Yeah, sure, absolutely. I'm wrong about a lot of things. But I'm gonna have to say no. What
Wow.
about you?
This is going to be a first. I'm going to say yeah.
Oh my God.
I am. I'm going to say yeah.
Okay. All right.
I feel like a lot of these places and a lot of these places that have this history of like slave ownership,
Hmm.
it was used as a hospital during the Revolutionary War. I I am sure that a lot of the stuff that we have discussed over the years, then we've been like, yeah, I mean that I feel like that would make it haunted. I think feel like they're all packed into this location.
I mean, I get it.
I
I
do.
do.
And on top of that, the land. The land that was, Native American land before this. And not only was it just Native American land, it was considered spiritual land,
Hmm.
which heightens it even more on how the people feel about it. So I'm sure if you dug this town up, there are burial grounds here.
Oh, I'm sure.
So to me, I'm just looking at it as a whole, right? I'm looking at it as like all the things we've ever talked about, like we think would make a place haunted. And I do. I think that this place kind of checks every single box.
Okay.
And like we don't know the personal lives of everybody either. I couldn't tell you what kind of slave owner there are. Not like there were good ones, don't get me wrong, but there were
Kinder than most.
I want to say like better ones, but there's no such thing. But you know what I'm trying to say? There were some that still had slaves, don't get me wrong, still
Right.
made them do slave things, but they weren't doing a lot of the atrocities like we heard in the LaLaurie episode. Because that
That was a lot.
if you guys want to hear a really bad story, go
That was a
listen to
lot.
the LaLaurie mansion. Dude, that lady was really bad.
That place was awful.
But it still had the stuff here. People were still mistreated and people died here and wars happened. And I think there's also like this really significant tie when a family builds a home, lives in it for generations and generations, that it doesn't have to be anything bad,
Hmm.
but there's like a real emotional connection to a house that's been in your family for 100 years,
Okay.
or maybe even longer. It's like you don't live with your parents, but you have an emotional connection to their home,
Yeah, absolutely.
right? Same thing.
Hmm.
Same thing. So I, for once, think that there is a very high possibility that there could be paranormal stuff happening in this house. Where this is weird because it's never been like this. Where I'm like, yeah, and you're like, no.
But see, I'm not saying
You already said no. You already
listen.
said no. Everybody, play this back and come back.
Oh my God.
You said no. You literally said no.
I don't think this place specifically, I feel like it has a lot more to do with the area than specifically this house. And we
It
are
could
doing
be.
an episode on this house.
Could be. Could be. Could be the area that's responsible for it. But if it's happening at the house, then it still makes it haunted. I'm a debater. What do you want from me? I feel
I
like
know
I,
you
I
are,
feel
and
like
I
I'm
am not.
I feel like I'm making sense. Am I not making sense?
You are.
I'm just saying, even if it's a traveling spirit, if it shows up at this location, then that would say that even if it's occasionally, it is haunted by something.
Okay. You're right.
I'm just
That's
saying.
what you want me to say. I know it is.
No, I want you to say however you feel. I'm just giving you my reasoning.
No, I get it. I get it.
This is my reasoning. I'm gonna say how I feel.
Speak your feelings.
Oh, I'm gonna speak my truth, girl.
Oh,
So yeah, I don't know. It's
there's
fun.
more to be discovered here, I
Oh,
feel.
we're gonna talk about way more
I'm looking
next
forward to
one.
this.
But like, especially like these original colonies and like this original part of America, kind of like that, Virginia up to Massachusetts, like that
Oh yeah.
whole area. It
That whole
seems,
corner.
it,
Yep.
it just seems to be like the most haunted place.
Agreed.
That area of the country does seem to be like the most haunted place in the world.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
It's just that very specific, super old, original
Well,
colony
you know
areas.
what I think it is? Is it's not just that it's super old in their colonies. I think it's the hardships that these people went through because they were new to this country. They didn't know what they were doing.
Mm.
People died. There was also all kinds of weird sicknesses and witch hunts, literally, and
Yeah.
then slaveries and like it just there was always like this ongoing hardship until got into the modern era.
Hmm.
And I think that causes a lot of emotional distress, right? Because even before slavery, these people couldn't figure out why they were dying,
Yeah.
and
Oh yeah.
it was like a constant plague, man. Like, and
Hmm.
they didn't know what to do. So, I don't know. I do think there's a little bit of haunting here. I couldn't tell you how much as per usual, but we're gonna find out more about the area. And if we do another episode and we find out more about the area and we find a location that stands out in it, we'll do that location at some point. But
I feel like this area has a lot to offer
well, yeah,
in the type of things that we like to look up and research and talk about.
you've got the Revolutionary War. It's been around since the Civil War. It's been around since the days of settlements and slavery and everything else. I mean, it's got everything.
Hmm. And that's in the first few paragraphs you read. I was like, hmm, okay.
It's old.
Like the whole area, you know?
Yeah, it's old. But the house itself, like there are people just like the two of us. There are some people who stand by it and say this place is definitely haunted, and then there's a lot of people who are like nothing happens here. So
And see that like Kimball Theater was brought up a lot. So I wonder, is
I'm
that place very specific to some things?
I'm sure it will also come up.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a theater. I could only imagine because it's old. There was a fire broke out and everybody died inside.
Yeah.
'Cause, like,
It happens at almost every theater we've ever covered.
the old theaters, like that's how they seem to
The
become
Savannah
haunted.
Theater,
The
that
Savannah,
was that way.
that was
Yep.
I wasn't even really looking forward to doing that one, and
It
then
was
when we
super
did
good.
it, I was like, yeah, it was a pretty interesting
I know.
story.
That was a really good one.
I don't remember what I said on it, but either way, I do remember it being an interesting story.
Mhm.
I'm just a little more, I don't know, less likely to say something's haunted, which is why I'm very surprised that we went the way we went.
I know it's usually opposite.
So Chandler, bet you didn't see that one coming, did you?
Thank you so much for your
Yes,
listener suggestion. Those are few and
absolutely.
far between for us. So thank you so very much. And anybody else who wants to write in a listener suggestion or anything like that, or just pop in to say hey, you can hit us up at forthebooze12 at gmail.com.
Again, that's for the boost 12 at gmail.com.
That's right. Or on any of the social medias at
Meet us
social medias.
on the
Social
social medias. On
medias?
the social medias.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, any of the social medias at For the Booze podcast or just For the Booze sometimes. But you can find us anywhere.
That's
Twitter.
right.
Twitter? Why did I say Twitter? X, whatever you want to call it. TikTok, Facebook,
And if you'd
Instagram.
like to support what we do over here and occasionally get an extra podcast when we're uh, doing them, you can help us out over at For the Booze underscore podcast on Patreon.
That's right.
And we appreciate the support that anybody wants to give because we do love doing this and it does make it a little easier to do.
It does. And we love our Patreon family.
That's
They
right.
are always there, always willing to give us ideas, and their ideas trump everybody else's. I'm just saying.
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Without a doubt. But I think this is where we're going to end this one. We can go enjoy the rest of our wedding anniversary in the dark playing video games.
Yes, I'm super excited about it.
So why don't you go ahead and take us out?
Well, thank you, everybody, so much for listening, and we will see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.
I tried to time it better because last time we messed it all up. And that's the conclusion of the Peyton Randolph time.
Well, that's that. That was a good one. I like that.
It was a little shorter, but I found what I could find.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Sometimes that's just how it be,
That it is.
unfortunately. There's nobody really here with us, so probably just gonna get out of here, I think.
Yeah.
And if you watch us later, thanks for watching.
Thanks.
Appreciate it. I think I've been thinking about this a lot. I think starting next week, I'm going to record our episodes in both video and audio, and I'll put them out as I feel like it
Okay.
as videos.
That's fair.
Maybe it won't be every single episode. Maybe it'll be some. Maybe it'll be the ones that we like the most. Maybe it will be all of them. I don't know yet. I'll figure it out when the time comes. But I want to go back to having some actual videos coming out rather than just lives.
Yeah.
But I also don't want to like overwhelm myself and this be all I can ever do all of the time.
Yeah, because that was a lot.
Yeah, unless we all of a sudden get like 1,000 new Patreon members, then I'll do it gladly. I have no problem with that. That's fine. I'll do it.
That's fair.
But for now, it just doesn't make sense. So that's what we're gonna do. But I do want to start putting out some actual
Okay.
regular video
Yeah, I
stuff.
love it.
Um, I think we should go now.
Okay. Let's go make some BLTs and play some video games
Let's
for
go
our
make some.
anniversary.
Let's go make some bolts.
That's right.
Some bolts.
Some
All
bolts.
right. Tell them goodbye.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Now.